Hey, what's going on, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so something I'm thinking about. Someone just posted something that made a lot of sense to me. Now, granted, the media and hearsay is what a lot of times you go off of when you hang your hat on this conversation. But nevertheless, it does appear this way, so it's worth noting. So the DeAndre Ayton situation is a bit interesting to me in regards to Phoenix, particularly because here we have is a situation where a guy comes into the league, is in first overall pick, smashed next to two superstar talented players, right? He's drafted first, and then you got Luka and Trey Young that come not too long after that. So it's understood that that's the standard for the draft that he's in, right? And I truly think that that is being used against him in a way to make the excuse that he doesn't deserve his money, when from a earning perspective he has. Now, we understand that you can't control who you're drafted by, you can't control who you go to. Every player has a certain situation where you're basically stuck with the team that you're drafted with. So you can get, you know what I mean? In order to get your money, you got to stay there for at least the first two contracts, right? Because they have your bird rights. You can make the most money with the team you're drafted with. All you got to do is meet certain benchmarks or what have you, meet whatever their criteria is, and you're their guy. So it is the franchise's choice whether or not they want to pay you, but it is also sort of, as I often say, your path. You know what I mean? It's like, if I come out and be the first overall pick and I ball out, do my part before the end of that tenure there, we in the finals. I got a big to do with that. All these different things. I made all-star team. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's made an all-star team. You know what I mean? He's really accomplished what he needed to make everybody understand that on average, a player who does what he does should be able to just automatically get their money. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, for example, I'm looking at all the people who are getting their rookie max extensions. There's nothing wrong with none of those players. But have any of them been to the finals? I'm looking at Zion get his money. I'm looking at Ja get his money. I understand that Ben Simmons signed that. It's been a lot of people who've been able to sign that contract, that rookie max that's going around. And the center who was in the finals 2 years ago, who was the first overall pick in the draft that year, now, but because his team, for whatever reason, decided they don't value him the way that basically the rest of the league does, he's automatically out of the potential of the money that he's supposed to be getting. Whatever the highest potential is, he can't reach it just simply because Sarver said, I don't have it. But see, what makes it even worse is that it's not that Sarver's just saying, I don't have it. Sarver's saying, I don't think he's worth it. And that's where I have a problem. Because I understand that the Phoenix Suns haven't had that man's money in over a year and a half. Now, that doesn't take away from the fact that they may not see him as a max player, hence why they didn't secure his money. But we also understand that they were in a position where they had to either choose to pay Chris Paul or pay DeAndre Ayton. And they chose Chris Paul. Had Chris Paul not been available to them, I don't know that we're having a conversation about DeAndre Ayton not being someone that they feel should get the max rookie extension. So tell me this. Is it really about his performance? Or are you using the fact that Trey Young and Luka Doncic being drafted that year, a choice that you didn't make, is somehow making him undeserving of what it is that he's earned? That conversation is not being had. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's like an unspoken truth that this is supposed to be okay. That ain't okay. Ain't no part of that okay. That young fella Ayton is getting screwed, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's happening here. If what I'm seeing is correct, if what's being fed to this consumer is correct, that young man is being told that he doesn't deserve what it is that it appears he should deserve because of his organizational choice to just go with a different player. Why can't it be announced that they just chose to go with a different player rather than it be a knock against his performance when we know damn well he's earned it through his performance? If by the standards of other players we are looking at who got that extension, you should have it. So that's what I wanted to come here and say. It ain't this ain't a long video. This ain't a long video. I just remember the situation with Ayton a year ago when they decided they were going to extend Chris Paul, and it was clear that if they did that, they wouldn't have the money for somebody. Bridges had already been paid. You knew Booker was going to get paid. Chris Paul right there, that's your third max contract. They didn't have it. It wasn't there. And now we hear come summertime when he's negotiating, trying to figure out where he's going to go, you got to hear this news coming out that he's not worth it? Nah, but it ain't what's going on. Y'all just didn't have it. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching, and I'm out.